What's good, people? It's your boy NLG. Welcome back to the channel. We're here with a Burnley versus Arsenal match reaction 2-0 at Turf Moor against Scott Parker's Clarets. And listen, it was a better performance. I liked the game today. Everybody from back to front had a part to play in it. We were more firm and, more conviction in the way we were playing against Burnley today. Right out of the traps, we were pressing well, we were passing well out of the back into midfield. Zubimendi and Rice, I really liked the way they were, alternating in the double pivot there. We had some good chances as well. Trossard had a couple good chances. He played well today. He had a tough battle up against Kyle Walker, and it was a lot for him to try and beat him. Saka was starting, to make runs in behind and try and weave his way in. But I want to speak about one particular guy. I'm in Ghana at the moment, so it's only appropriate that we give him his name of Declan Jollof Rice, because this man, most touches 94, most duels 1-9, most possessions 1-9, most final third entries 9, most tackles 5, most interceptions 3, most aerial duels 1-3, and his second Premier League goal this season. This guy Deckers is serious. He is serious. Like, not only does he just have a ridiculous engine and is able to run up and down the park and play that real box-to-box role, and I think he's really growing in that, but he's turned himself into a set-piece demon. Like, I don't know what Yova's done there. His set pieces are just ridiculous. Today, again, look at the first goal we scored. Declan Rice delivery, knocked in by Gabriel. Again, Gabriel, another assist from a set piece, as he did last week against Crystal Palace for Eze. He did today for Gyökeres. Nice header by Gyökeres. He had a better game today. His touch was better. He was receiving the ball in between the spaces better. And, Gyökeres heads it in from basically right in front of the goal. And again, another example of our players are finding ways to add a different spice, a different bit of seasoning to our game. Timber again with the overlaps, with the aggression and the tackling, solid. Saliba, Gabriel today, solid. But Rice ran the show. Rice ran the show today. Declan Jollof Rice, we're going to need him. And I think if we win this league, this guy is going to be, he's going to be so critical to the way we can go on to continue to perform as seasons go on, but he's going to be critical this season. Just the fact he's always available. He had a knock last week. He came back, and that took us 1-0 up from his set piece. Then we go into Declan Rice's goal, and the pre-assist for him. But his goal, which was great, it was a great switch across the pitch to Trossard, who took control of the ball, worked his way into around the box, crossed the ball into Rice, who heads it in, and just a fantastic goal by Rice. And I love that he's managing to get himself into the box and into those areas. So just fantastic from Rice just to be able to do that. And yeah, honestly, second half, not much. It was hard fought. We made a lot of subs. Marino came on for Gyökeres at halftime, clearly looking towards the Champions League game. Hopefully there's no knocks or anything. We saw Hincapie come on. We saw Waneri come on. We saw Norgard come on. I think Norgard did well when he came in for Zubimendi. Zubimendi as well, by the way. I really like the way he's starting to advance a bit more when he can, when we're really putting pressure on the opposition, and play certain balls over the top, the nice chips or dinks over the top or balls through the lines. You need to see more of that from him. And as he came off for Waneri, I want to see him hiding less in between the lines. Sometimes I think he likes to just drift towards the box and hide in between the banks of four. But I think he needs to be drifting left and right, dropping deep. And you could see actually today when Eze was in his flow, he was cold. He's so silky. He has a bit of a blasé way of playing. But when he knows what he wants to do with the ball, and you get too touch tight to him, he can just drop a shoulder and spin you. And I like that we'll see more of that. And Eze, I can't wait to see what he does in the shirt. But overall, solid game, 2-0, another clean sheet. Another clean sheet. Let's look at some more stats. let's wheel it. Because honestly, what this team are doing, again, another win away from home, maintain our spot at the top of the table. Liverpool have got a tough game against Aston Villa today. And here's another thing about Declan Rice as well. Let's add this to his game. Because Declan Rice has created the most chances. Nobody has created more chances than Declan Rice in the Premier League in 2025. Honestly, he's becoming a beast. He is becoming a beast. And we're going to need him every step of the way. And we just love to see it. Looking at some more stats, first side in Premier League history to score 8 goals from corners in the first 10 games of a Premier League campaign. Each of their first 5 away goals in the Premier League this season have come from corners. I mean, we keep going from strength to strength. We've got a Champions League game next week. And yeah, man, we just need to keep going, doing what we're doing. And it's increasingly looking more likely that, we are currently best placed to win this Premier League, but we need to take it game by game. We need to calm down. We need to make sure to keep rotating well. And the pressure is honestly on Slot and Pep right now. It's on Slot and Pep. There's a lot of pressure on them, and I'm going to be doing a video talking more about why this is really in our favor, why this pressure is in our favor. Obviously, now we're at the top. It causes pressure for us to continue to deliver, but the pressure is really on Pep and Slot, and we need to be riding this wave and continuing week after week. But look, that's my match reaction. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Yeah, just fantastic game all in all. First half, 7 shots, 6 on target. In the first half, second half, came out, did what we needed to do, and yeah, on to the champs, where we've also had a good record, and we face Slavia Praha, which should be a good game and a solid win. So listen, people, I'll catch you lot in a bit. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hype, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.